Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Marc Skinner press conference reaction show. And I see there's quite a few of you in the live chat already, which I will get to you guys in a second. Big ups every single one of you's live and locks in already this evening. Much appreciated. We are here for Marc Skinner's press conference reaction. He has been talking to the media today ahead of the game tomorrow against London City Lionesses in the WSL. So we're going to be reacting to his press conference. Then we may react to as well the London City Lionesses manager if they've done one as well. But if you're new to these press conference reaction shows, then welcome along. You're very welcome. And what I do with these press conferences, I do not play them on screen. I play it in the background as audio only. And please note, I've not listened to the press conference yet. So what you're hearing from me is a completely fresh reaction, people. So I just want to say big up to all you legends in the live chat. FC always, big up, Bash, big up to you, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. Like and subscribe if you know you haven't subscribed yet. Dynamite Short Team, big up, mate. Bash. There you go, putting my channels in the live chat. Yep, there's another one. AFC always, bad evening from fella. What was that keeper thinking of? Biblical stinker and hooked by that goalkeeper, honestly. What on earth was he thinking? Big up, bro. Big up, cop farmer. Welcome to the Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel, mate. I see you on Uncle Rod's stream. Yeah, welcome to the channel, mate. Great to have you on board. Welcome to Mr. Joshy J army, mate. Big up Mr. Joshy J, the legend in the chat. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, mate. Big up to you, Quadra. Chris Candler gained a free kick instead of a penalty. What was he thinking? Laugh out loud. Biblical stinker and hooks. That's all I can say. Biblical stinker. There we go. Take your time, Mr. Joshy J. Can't wait for the show to start, mate. Yeah, apologies, I was a bit late. I'll be uploading more videos on shorts and videos YouTube section 2 as well, Mr. Joshy J. Nice Quadra. I'll definitely check it out, mate. Make sure you are subbing to Quadra, by the way, people. Charlie Patrick was so annoying yesterday, tweeting every single time and even 5 minutes on Twitter for Chelsea game. There's Michael.ChelseaFC's links, people. Make sure you follow him on Rumble and make sure you follow him as well on YouTube. There's his YouTube channel link. But big up to every single one of you who is live and locked in. Much appreciated, people. So, yep, very shortly we will be getting on to the press conference. I mean, that Aston Villa and Newcastle United game today, I mean, oh my goodness me, what on earth was that officiating, people? Seriously, yeah, that's nowhere near sustainable. I know VAR wasn't in operation because they're trying to make it fairer for like the lower end teams, which I get that because, you know, if VAR was around, you know, it could be controversial for the lower end teams, but that linesman biblical stinker and hugs. Honestly, why on earth was he not giving the referee a helping hand? Seriously. I mean, we all complain about VAR, people, but it just goes to show why we still need it in this beautiful sports. Yeah. I mean, oh my goodness me, just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, football is corrupt. Let's get it right sometimes in VAR, but for blatant handball and some of them controversial decisions in that game at Villa Park, it just goes to show why VAR is needed to people. You know how much we moan and bitch about it. It's clear as day. That is the most blatant handball I've seen all season, people. And the referee didn't even fucking give a penalty. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. I mean, the game at times, it's completely gone seriously. I think they are playing minds games down out sorting. But yeah, that referee was a disgrace, honestly, in that game. But yeah, anyway, people, let's get on with the press conference now. Obviously, I do have Discord on this PC, so yeah, I'm getting the notifications on my phone and on the PC. You know, the live chat is popping right now, people. But yeah, just right. Let's get on with the press conference. This is what you're here for, people. And generally, if you want to have a chat about anything as well, because you know, community settings, people. Let's get it right. What did you think of Ferrari pre-season testing this week, and what did you think of the car? I have to say, literally, is wow, performing much better than what I expected. But down outsourcing, but I'm not getting carried away, mate, because at the end of the day, this is Ferrari we're talking about, mate. So we need to keep it cool, calm, cautious, and collective, mate. But maybe we have literally maybe produced a beast. So let's see what happens. But yeah, anyway, we are going to head on to the press conference now, people. Marc Skinner's press conference. What's he done? 8 minutes and 59 seconds. Cool. Go for it.
Conference ahead of our game tomorrow with London City Lionesses. If you could just stick to a couple of questions each about the game, that would be absolutely fabulous, please. Reese, you put your hand up first. Do you want to start us off, please?
Yeah, hi Mark. Congratulations on winning midweek. Oh, just getting my camera on.
There you go. Hi, good to see you.
You can see me now. So congratulations on the win in midweek. Yeah, just how happy are you with the performance?
Honestly, really happy. I think, look, the pitch was very difficult to plan for both teams. And I think just that Atleti were able to train on it as well allows them just to get a little bit of an advantage. But
now, obviously, we played very well against Atletico Madrid women. We take a 3-goal lead back to Leah Sports Village in the second leg. So, yeah, an absolutely fantastic evening for Manchester United women. That could not have gone any better, people. And I bet you Marc Skinner is absolutely buzzing, people.
I felt we were ruthless when we needed to be in both attack and defence.
We were ruthless, I agree. 100%. We played very well, you know. Any other time, that could have been about 5 or 6, you know.
Almost vintage who we are, really. You don't have to play the most attractive style at that moment when the pitch doesn't allow you to be ruthless. And I felt that we.
I mean, I'm fine with being a little bit pragmatic, even though I hate that style of play. Of course, I hated it when Ruben Amorim was manager with the men's team, playing his fucking back five system. I mean, nowhere near sustainable. But I don't mind if you're a tiny bit pragmatic, as long as you don't do it the whole game.
We were absolutely ruthless. The 3 goals are incredible. And so, yeah, really happy, and we were well supported with our travelling fans.
And how's Anna Sandberg doing?
Yeah, so Anna will miss a game this weekend. So obviously just...
Big up, roster. Bosh. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. People, make sure you are subscribing to Roster Stocks. Yeah? Fellowship of the Realist. Now, Dynamite Sorting, can I have a link, please, Roster Stocks chat? If you're still in the line chat. Actually, if not, then I'll do it. But anyway, big up to your roster.
It's an update. So Anna will miss the game. Frida will be out of the game. Tooney still, and Leah. Everyone else should be fit and available.
Yeah. Cheers, Dynamite Sorting. Legend.
She's doing okay. We're going to assess it over the next couple of days, and obviously we'll update you as going into probably the Athletic game next week. But yeah, she'll miss this weekend.
All right.
Big up, Adam Partridge. Bash. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you, Adam Partridge. I had a great day watching Chippenham Town today. And yeah, you know, I have done a match reaction over on my football channel. So when you got a minute, mate, check it out, Adam Partridge. Bless up some random in the chats. Yep. Ethan Josh Skeeter, just seen your Chippenham Town shorts video. Buzzing, mate. 100%, you know, I cannot believe it. You know, just, I mean, look, geezer, the Blue Army were literally 8 or 9 points off the safety. Now we're just 3. I mean, it's unbelievable. We gave ourselves every single opportunity and maybe getting out of this now. That's because you had a good day, Josh, mate. Big up, roster, bro. People as well, make sure you are subscribing to Michael.ChelseaFC. His link is also in the chat.
Thanks. And just on Julia Zigiotti-Olma, she's been phenomenal. I think she's one of your most underrated players. What is it like working with her?
I can stress she's not my...
Evening, Ronans. Oh, that's too funny, geezer. That is too funny, mate. I will watch it, Josh, mate. Brilliant. Thank you, Adam Partridge.
Underrated player. So if people outside underrate her, I definitely don't. She's not only she's one of those brains on the field that you...
I mean, what a goal that was by Sigurtogi anyway during the week. You're welcome, Josh, mate. What track do you think Mercedes should struggle? I say Monaco for next season. Probably, but who knows, Dynamite Sorting? Who knows, mate?
Go to as a coach where if you need just a little bit more impetus, you kind of have her pre-thinking. I only had to give her one instruction the other day because Atleti were playing over us direct. So rather than mark player for player, we just covered the space and we picked up second balls way easy.
Very Adam Partridge. But that's the way I like it.
Yeah, and I just had to give her a simple instruction. And of course, the goals, the way she's either supplying or taking the goals at the minute is just incredible. And I did challenge her, believe it or not, in the summer when she came in, I challenged her to be more aggressive with the football. Hopefully now we're seeing the fruition of that. And she's a huge part of our team and someone who I have huge admiration for.
Thanks. And lastly...
nor do I, Adam Partridge. Absolutely not.
For me, what have you made of London City under their new coach?
Like I said, this time round, I think Manchester United women are in for a much more difficult tie against London City Lionesses because, you know, it's like the first time we played them, we had quite a comfortable win against them, but since then they've definitely been starting to play better. And yeah, it could be a really difficult game for Manchester United women, people. Let's get it right.
Yeah, so obviously he's only had a short time, but they look like they are. You can see some of the ideas of the coach coming through. I don't know what the reason for the change was, because the London City were doing okay at the time. So I won't probably ever know that. But he's come in, made his own impact stance on the team. You can see that. I think he'll have way more to come, and we have to take the threat seriously of London City this weekend and be fully focused.
I agree. We should definitely not underestimate London City Lionesses, because don't forget, people, London City Lionesses have an owner who is willing to put in a lot of money into that team. So, yeah, they could be ones to watch out for in the future, because this London City Lionesses owner, people, literally has set the standards to win the WSL at some point. See, that is what you call having a winning mentality, people. A bit like a certain club in men's football who have the elite winning mentality, a certain team in blue. Yep.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Ruth. Have a good day.
Thanks. Emma, please.
Morning, Mark.
Good morning. Hope you're well too.
Yeah, good, thank you. Just on the injury list, is there any sort of updated timelines you're able to give us in terms of maybe when they might be looking to come back?
Yeah, so obviously I know we're still assessing, so I'll update you next week around that. Frida, we're hoping to be available for the Atleti game next week.
Frida, yeah, that'd be good if she featured, 100%.
Leah, still no update on time, so...
Yeah, Leah Golden, I mean, she's a good player, no doubt. She's been missed a little bit, but now we do actually have a better squad depth than what we had before. But would I say it's perfect still? No, I still think we need a bit of investment in the women's game.
And Tooney is on track, so hopefully...
Good, because I really miss Ella to not being in the starting lineup, people.
Around the end of March, hopefully for Tooney to be back and around with the group, and then it accelerates basically when she's on the field then. So if we don't have any further knockbacks, which we haven't done, it's been pretty good, the healing process, we then should hopefully have her back towards the end of March.
Well, that's good news. Sooner the better, I say, because, at times we definitely miss Ella Toon's creative side to the game. She's literally the longest serving Manchester United women's player, Ella Toon.
It's sort of fair to say that Tooney's maybe a doubt for the League Cup final.
Potentially, yes. Yes, potentially, yeah. It would probably...
That's gutting, because I love watching Ella Toon in action, and obviously I'm going to the Women's League Cup final, so that'd be a hammer blow if she's still out for that. But, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, because obviously I wouldn't want her to rush to come back and then risk of making her injury worse. I mean, let's get it right, people.
It's a bit too soon, that one. So I would imagine aiming roughly around the City game to be in and around to see where we're at. So the derby. So hopefully we can welcome her back then.
Cool, thank you. Just one for me, really, in terms of the ruthlessness that you mentioned before. It feels like when I was sort of looking back through the game since the start of the new year, feels like you've maybe gone up another gear in that sense. Do you feel that, and maybe what are the reasons for that?
Yeah, I think it's maturity, Em. I really do. I think it's like, look, I know my team have this ideology about having to play this style of football that's really attractive. We want to build possession. Actually, Em, it's the way we mix the game that keeps it so kind of unaware what the team's going to do against us. So when I look at how we play now, like the goals the other day were just ruthless. They were ruthless. I don't think particularly if in the balance of game we were the better team. you could say that, but actually in the boxes we were the better team, and I'd rather be that team than a team that plays lovely football up until those both boxes and concedes and scores nothing. So I'm really pleased with that. It's the maturity, it's the recognition, Emma, which is our.
I mean, for Marc Skinner, it's not always been plain sailing at Manchester United women, but I have to say, people, he is doing an outstanding job. He really is. So, yeah, big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in already this evening. Much appreciated. Now, I'm not going to lie, there was a moment where I was thinking, yeah, Marc Skinner is not the right one, but, recently he has absolutely proven to me wrong. So, fair play to him, because a couple of seasons ago he did win the Women's FA Cup, which is absolutely fantastic. And obviously, Manchester United women won that Women's FA Cup on the same season the men also won the FA Cup. So, yeah, that's a crazy, crazy season. That really was on both aspects. But yeah. Would you take Skinner at Manchester United men? I mean, I think his tactics. My number one worry would be in the men's game is I think sometimes his tactics against the top teams might not be good enough. That'd be my number one worry about Marc Skinner managing the men's, because Manchester United women this season have not had the best record against the big teams. Drew with Chelsea women, lost to Manchester City women, but that I'm not really surprised about, because they are absolutely landing it right now, aren't they? We drew with Arsenal women as well. So, yeah, our record in the WSL this season against the big sides has not been great, people. It really hasn't. So, if Marc Skinner did manage Manchester United men, that'd be my number one worry, people. Cucurella out for 3 or 4 weeks on a hamstring injury, and he will be out for Burnley and Arsenal away and Aston Villa away. I think we are cooked, and I don't want to rely on a 19-year-old Hatto. I get that. 100%.
First challenge really this season, with the depth of competition we're going into, that you just have to get some of these games done. You have to take your moments, make your moments, and then move on. And that's again against London City, whether it's a vintage performance or not, we have to try and take the points. City have opened up that gap again.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, Marc.
Thank you, mate. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Emma. Rachel, please.
Hi, Marc.
Have you recovered from the other day, Rach? Getting back?
Just a bit. It was a long travel day yesterday, but got back in time.
Bless you, mate.
Just a word on Melvin Millard. I know you spoke.
I would take women Chelsea manager to take over the men. She would bring the winning mentality to the men's team. I mean, if you believe in that, then yes, I get it. I mean, who knows? Marc Skinner might do an outstanding job with Manchester United men. But like I said, against the big teams, I think that's what would worry me a little bit about his tactics. But, really, at the moment, I can't fault really what he's doing for Manchester United women. Won the FA Cup a couple of years ago. Now he's got us to a League Cup final, Women's League Cup final against Chelsea at Ashton Gate, which I'm going to that game, people. I'm super excited about that one. Should be good.
About her post-match, but I think she's outdone her goal involvements already this season compared to her previous 2 seasons. She seems to be really enjoying her football, and is obviously the kind of player that kind of thrives off that.
I absolutely adore Malvine in our environment as well, right? Like she's such a bundle of energy. Like when you see Mal, you know that she has the personality to play for Manchester United. The pressures of our club are always going to be there, but what she brings is this effervescent energy. And you know when Mal's not got the energy because she that big smile doesn't come out. And I know we're talking anecdotal here, but that's because that's what she brings to the football. When she's on the field, she's playful. She brings this energy. She'll link for others. I thought the detail around her pass to even Ziggy, for Ziggy's goal, she just left it perfectly in the space. And that shows she's in a I'm not trying to grab for my performance space. She's actually free flowing in it. And I think as long as we can keep her in that space, it should be fantastic for us.
And just touching on London City, some performances maybe haven't gone their way, but the results have. But some performances, they've done well, but not gotten the results. So they're a little bit inconsistent, I guess. But they are very dangerous on the counter-attack. They've shown that against, the likes of Manchester City players.
And they got one of our former players as well, London City Lionesses, Nikita Paris.
Who can score kind of from anywhere. So how conscious are you of that when you're probably going to have to work to break them down, but knowing that they can counter?
Yeah, for sure. I think you've just summed it up perfectly. We have to be... So when you watch London City against the teams that play similar systems to us, but obviously different ways, you see that they block counter. They want a high press in the first phase, but then they block counter. And they're very good at it, with Isabel Goodwin and so on, invading. So we have to be very focused when we're in possession. I think that's key. What I'd like to think is that Lee, our home, is wide and big. So to even block, you've really got to get your distances right. Otherwise, we can still open you up. So I'm hoping that we can exploit them. There are areas, of course, that we know we can exploit. But those, we have to be fully focused on the counter-attack and destroy as many of those as possible quickly. That'll be key to the game, right?
All right, well, best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Have a good day.
Thanks, Rachel. Connor, anything from yourself today?
No, nothing for me today.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see some of you tomorrow.
Good to see you all. Have a great day.
There we go. That is Marc Skinner's press conference reaction, people. Yeah, not much really to call out on that press conference. Marc Skinner's very happy with the performance away at Bilbao, and so he should be as well. Sorry, not Bilbao. Stinker Hooks, Atletico Madrid women. He's very happy with the performance against Atletico Madrid women, and so he should be as well, because all Manchester United women played very, 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 very well, people, indeed. So...
I thought the blue arm.
So, right, let's put on London City Lionesses. They got a YouTube channel? I think so. London City Lionesses press conference. Here we go. Well, I hope the opposition have done well. Am I doing any gaming tonight? Monday day night sort of thing when I'm back on my flat. I do have a PS5 here in this room, but thing is, I don't think this internet be too powerful enough for doing gaming streams because it's not fiber, it's just normal internet, and I think it'd be a bit laggy. So I'm going to wait until the weekend when I go back home after the weekend. Right, let's have a look. sound like? I might have to go on their website, people. Yes, I did. That's good daylight sorting. Very good. Right, here we go. London City Lionesses. Here we go. Surely their manager's done a press conference. You'd have thought so anyway. Here we go, fan guide. Here we go. Reads more. London City travel north this weekend to take on Manchester United in another big Barclays WSL tie. The hosts this weekend currently sit in second place in the Barclays Women's Super League, whilst also coming off the back of a 3-0 UEFA Women's Champions League win over Atletico Madrid on Thursday. We will need your support to get us over the line. The game. Nothing really. It's just I wonder if they've done press conference. It doesn't matter if they have once, but it'd be nice to know. No, I don't think they have. You should play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on your extra channel. It's a really good game. That's one I'll keep in mind to daylight sorting for sure. You know, I'll definitely consider doing that one. But big up to all your legends here who is live and locks in. Much appreciated. So, just trying to see if there is anywhere I can find the London City Lionesses press conference. Because I always like to hear what the opposition think. Press conference, here we go. No, doesn't look like one's been done. Okay, fair enough. See, what happens if I go on their Twitter? Might be able to go on their Twitter, people. London City Lionesses, here we go. Nothing on their Twitter account. So, maybe they don't do them. Or maybe they might do them behind closed doors. Their press conferences, London City Lionesses, because it does seem odd to people. Why? No, I cannot seem to find the London City Lionesses press conference, because usually all the other women's teams do usually have press conference, but maybe London City Lionesses, they don't host them. I mean, who knows? But anyway, you know, it's like WSL. I love watching the WSL. You know, I find it very, very entertaining. And sometimes, you know, I say the women's game on the odd occasion is literally more fun to watch sometimes than the men's game, because we all know that when I checked out with Manchester United men last season, when we finished 15th, then yeah, I was more focused on Manchester United women. You know, unfortunately, they ended up with an winless trophy as well. You need to play Star Wars Fallen Order is Part 1, Star Wars Jedi Skywars Part 2. I play both of those games and really good games. You should play it on your extra channel. I'll keep it in mind today, I sort of thing. Absolutely. Thanks for that recommendation, mate. You know, I'll keep it in order. But, you know, with Manchester United women, look, we've just got to carry on with what we're doing, you know. Do I think we're doing things right? In certain aspects, yes. But do I think things could still be going better for us? Absolutely. 100%. You know, there's definitely room for improvements with Manchester United women. But am I being too critical on them? No, I'm not, because no, I've been quite satisfied the way we played Manchester United women. Like I said, though, it would be nice if we were more consistent against the bigger WSL teams and that, because then maybe, just maybe, we could have been right up there, you know, competing for the WSL title. Now, I know people, it is quite hard to win the WSL because, you know, Chelsea women have won it for so many years. Looks like Man City women, they got it in the bag this year, so they're going to win the WSL. And again, it just depends, I think, on what sort of budget you have. Like I said, the squad depth with Manchester United women is much better than what it was before. But it's still not on the same level yet as other teams in the WSL. I mean, let's get it right. And you choose what colour on these games. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Daylight sort of thing. But for Manchester United women, look, my score prediction for this one against London City Lionesses is I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United women, people. Yep, I honestly believe Manchester United women can win this game, but like I said, it might be a bit more tough, people, because, you know, London City Lionesses this time round are in much better form than when we played them very early in the WSL season. I mean, let's get it right. But mind you, London City Lionesses had such a brutal start to life in the WSL, so that didn't help their cause, really, did it? But since then, I think they've been hard at work, you know. But yeah, you know, just Manchester United women right now are playing some good football, and I'm loving it, you know, because when the men, you don't always get exciting football. Well, not against West Ham, you know, that was absolutely abysmal, people. But Manchester United women, I just want them to keep this momentum going, people. And then, yeah, things will be perfect, I feel, for Manchester United's women at the end of the day. But the squad depth, we still need a bit more squad depth, in my personal opinion. But we'll see what happens, people. We'll see what happens. Big up to all your legends who have been live in the live chat. Many appreciated. It's much appreciated, people, you know, because without you guys, you know, there's no way I'll be doing this still. I mean, I do love making content and that, but without you guys, you know, I think I'll be much more slower at doing it. But all you real ones who support me and that, you know, big up to every single one of you. Yeah, you know, you are all legends, you know, you are all amazing. You are all landing it in the chat. You really are just one of the most elite communities ever. As my good friend Roster Socks would say, people, community settings. Big up to Roster Socks, yeah? Make sure you are subscribing to Roster Stocks, people. So, yep. Now, the problem I have with Manchester United women sometimes is when the inconsistency happens where at 1 minute it looks like we're trying to find the back of the net, and other times we cannot score at all. I'll be back to Chelsea women manager, and things go on. I'll not be blaming her. I'll be blaming the sorting director. Absolute clowns. Yeah, I agree with you, downright sorting. 100%, mate. Because you should, if you feel you need to still get behind your manager, then you should really, mate. Because, just because obviously, if you have, say, like Manchester United women competing for the WSL title, then you got to be perfect, haven't you? Manchester United women, the squad depth is better, but it's still not quite ready to, I say, win me WSL just yet. On your best mode, because I always post people's links. My best mods, yeah, you are downright sorting, 100%. Without you, I'd have to do it all on my own, mate, because you're literally in my live chat every day. So that's why I trust you as mods, mate. I trust you to do the job, sharing links and asking people to sub to these channels. That's what it's all about. But anyway, people, I'm not doing a long stream tonight. I just wanted to come on and give my thoughts of the game. Like I said, I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United women. I'll be doing a match reaction to the game tomorrow. And yeah, big up to all your legends. Big up to Roger. Big up to Daniel Sorting. Big up to Ross the Stocks. Big up to Michael.Chelsea FC. AFC always. The Cop Father. Welcome to the Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel, mate. Where I see him on Uncle Rod's channel, Uncle Rod's TV. Make sure you are subscribing, people, to Uncle Rod's TV. And yeah, people, hopefully Manchester United women can get the victory. But like I said, I'm not going to underestimate London City Lionesses. I'm really not, because, London City Lionesses could easily get something against Manchester United women. And what is Manchester United women's energy levels going to be like? Because them being in European action, having to travel to Spain and that, we might not see the same energy, but hopefully we can still win the game at the end of the day, which is absolutely amazing. But enjoy the rest of your evening. We are out here, people. Bash. Big out to all your legends, yeah? Enjoy the rest of your weekend and evening. Like I said, I'll be back with a match reaction tomorrow.